It's episode 129 of the Super Parent Syndrome, where we help parents parent themselves. This is Dr. Nick Fanning. Today we're going to be talking about permission. So sit back and relax. Let's get started.
Parenting in the 21st century is ever evolving. And while you balance work, kids, and your sanity, it's easy to feel discouraged. Welcome to the Super Parent Syndrome with your host, Dr. Nick Fanning.
Permission. Permission to do what? I mean, come on, you don't need my permission. But you do need to be reminded of a few things. And in fact, it's going to be a kind of downer episode. So what do I mean by this? So that, here it is. There is no someday. It does not exist. In fact, it's this terrible, terrible lie that we are being sold to each and every day of our lives. From social media, credit cards, gyms, churches, coaches, doctors, everybody is trying to sell you on someday. In fact, if you're a kid, I remember growing up and parents saying, someday, someday, someday. And it was this big old thing that we can hardly wait. In fact, as a parent, we're like, man, someday when this kid is crawling, someday when this kid is walking, someday when this kid is out of diapers, someday when this kid is in school, someday when this kid can drive themselves, someday, crap, they're out of the house. Where did someday go? And it's kind of depressing to think that this really isn't true because, again, we're being sold that someday you'll finally be able to have fun, relax, play with the kids, enjoy golf, have sex, go on vacation, lose weight, smile, and honestly, just smile and sit back and relax and think, man, I made it. And instead, it's depressing to think it's not true. And that's only because you're so focused on someday that you forget that you can find that today. Your purpose of your life is not just to lose weight and pay bills and post pictures on Instagram. And in fact, it's not your purpose in life to, be miserably working for somebody else's dream just so that you can squeak by paying bills or trying to figure out what's on TV for on Friday or what's happening at the bar. Life is happening right now, and you get to choose to wake up and create that everyday kind of fun. Right now. It's not easy, not even at first. It's not even to realize and sit back and relax and see each moment as crappy as it can be and trying to find the joy and try to find the amazingness and the chaos in that moment. But you have to. In fact, you have to in order to save yourself right freaking now. You could be driving right now to school and your kids could be screaming and crying, and yet you have to sit back and relax. Honestly, I have healthy kids. I'm not driving to the hospital. They're not sick with cancer. This is a good thing. In fact, the beautiful part is that they're smart enough that they're arguing for what they want. They're pig-headed enough. And what can I do right now in this moment to change it? What can I just stop the car and we can do a fire drill or do a dance party or change the music or get out and play in the playground? What can we do to change this chaos, change this crap into something more fun? Because right now you really could have fun with your kids. In fact, put the phone down, pause this podcast, delete it. I don't care. Do something so you can be involved and be focused with them. Put the laundry down. I don't care. And the same goes for work. Because you only have one shot at this life. And I've said this before, in the entire span of time and space, this is you. One little blip. And in fact, if you look at the entire history of the universe and the entire distance of the universe, you're not even a blip. You're not even noticeable. So instead, you got to live for you. You got to live for this one shot. Love what you do, both at home and at work. And just find that joy in there. As a Christian, you would say, find the God in anything. And yes, even if you're cleaning toilets, that means finding joy and purpose and fulfillment and being the best damn toilet cleaner you can be. Or a CEO. Because you know what? We know that there are billionaires out there that hate their lives, that literally kill themselves because they chased all that mighty dollar and it did not give them a damn thing. Or the highest religious official or leaders that crumble from some sort of new sex scandal or something like that because they were chasing happiness in all the wrong places and fulfillment in all the wrong places. And then worse yet, I see it all the time, people that sacrifice their health, chasing some sort of pipe dream, chasing someday. And they're working for somebody else. And honestly, they get sick, they may even die, and they're replaced within a week. For what? It's time to wake the hell up and realize you need to start acting like a human being because you only have one shot at this. And this is your permission to do that. I'm giving you permission. Have fun in everything you do. Find the ounce of joy that you have in your terrible job. Or enjoy the hell out of your life because you have the most amazing job and you can do things better with that. Find that in your kids, your housework, your studies, because no one's going to do it for you. It's up to you. It's up to you to finish strong. And folks, don't wait for someday. It's not going to be like, oh, I'm just going to build, and then someday I'll be able to sit back and relax. No, it has to happen now. Now's the time to hold that kid's hand. Now's the time to read to them. Now's the time to tickle fights, to tuck them into bed, to kiss your wife, to make love to her, to go on a date. Stop thinking it has to be a life of big, grandiose events. You can make any event big. You can make memories in the everyday little thing. And that is your charge. And that is what is being a super parent. Because life is too damn important. And the legacy you leave is too damn important because you're teaching your kids to do the exact same thing. And so I charge you, find joy in the little. Find joy in the everyday. Don't wait for that someday. Do it now. And I'm your host, Dr. Nick Fanning, and if you haven't gone to already, I encourage you to head over to Pep Talks for Parents and sign up for the Daily 1% Club. The whole purpose is that you get an email every day where we're trying to push you to get 1% better. It's links to these podcasts where it just automatically shows up. If you have it subscribed on your phone, perfect. And please, if you are finding value through this, please take a moment to subscribe or leave a review because that helps other people find this. And I can tell you this, it also gives me just a little bit of encouragement that people are actually listening and that I should keep going. So, folks, I honor you. I thank you. I wish you all a good night.
Thanks for listening to another episode of The Super Parent Syndrome. Please be sure to visit peptalksforparents.com for more content and our free newsletter. And remember, you are not alone.